Welcome back to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. My name is Andrew Erickson, and today we're going to be breaking down my top 10 must-own running backs for the upcoming fantasy season. Now, the one caveat being they cannot be locked and loaded round one picks. But first, if you want a chance to win a signed Javonte Williams Denver Broncos jersey, courtesy of our friends at Pristine Auction, you need to subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel right now, comment below on this video, and that's it. We will be announcing a winner right here on the channel. So make sure to turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when new episodes are up and to claim your prize. Number 10, Damien Pierce, Houston Texans. The fourth round rookie running back from Florida was PFF's highest graded running back in college football last season, and he has a chance to usurp Marlon Mack atop the Texans depth chart. Mack is only on a one-year, $2 million deal, suggesting he's not a lock as the number one running back. The Texans have an early bye week, week 6, so a bump in usage should be in play from week 7 onward. Draft Pierce and stash him. He has the capability of being an early down workhorse, even though he wasn't used that way in college. Pierce only had 2 college games with double-digit carries, both of which came after Gators head coach Dan Mullen was fired. Clearly, not using his best player was indeed a fireable offense. Texans won't make that mistake, citing the running back's play will determine who the starter is. Won't take long for Damien Pierce to take over this backfield. Number 9, Melvin Gordon, Denver Broncos. If you miss out on Javonte Williams early on, Melvin Gordon is a solid consolation prize in the later rounds. He's bound to be written off by most this offseason due to his age, but he proved that he still has gas in the tank in 2021. The 29-year-old running back was efficient across the board, ranking 8th in both PFF rushing grade and forced missed tackles, while compiling 231 touches, which ranked 16th last season. Let's not forget that Gordon finished ahead of Williams as RB16 and played one fewer game through 18 weeks. He was a top 36 running back in 80% of his games last year. With MG3 back on a high-powered offense, with the potential to receive work as a receiver and at the goal line, he could easily become a league-winning running back that you can draft late in 2022 like James Conner or Leonard Fournette last year. Number 8, Devin Singletary, Buffalo Bills. Singletary was unleashed down the stretch for the Bills, finishing as a top 5 fantasy running back over the final 6 weeks of the year on 17-plus touches per game. The underrated rusher ranked 1st in the NFL in routes run and 3rd in the NFL in red zone touches, more than double that of quarterback Josh Allen. With a proven track record and 2 years of bell cow back usage in spurts, don't be surprised when PFF's 4th-ranked running back in rushes of 15-plus yards emerges from a high-octane, ambiguous backfield. Because the only thing holding him back from skyrocketing up the draft boards is the projected lack of work as a receiver with the addition of rookie running back James Cook. Cook will have a role, no doubt, but everything out of Bills camp suggests it's still Singletary's backfield to lose after his 2021 finish. Keep in mind that Motor Singletary only caught 14 passes over his final season surge. His lack of receiving work is already being baked in to his suppressed ADP. Number 7, Kareem Hunt, Cleveland Browns. Hunt was limited to just 8 games due to a calf injury last year, but he maintained his effectiveness when healthy through the first 6 weeks of the year. As a result, he was a top 10 running back in PPR, averaging 17 fantasy points per game and just south of 15 touches per game. His 6th-ranked yards after contact per attempt, 6th-ranked yards per route run, and 26% target rate suggests he's not slowing down entering his 27-year-old season. A change of scenery would allow him to recapture his rookie year accolades when he led the NFL in rushing yards, should he ultimately be traded. And if he stays in Cleveland, he'll likely return at least his RB31 ADP, with a chance of being the hammer to your roster when Deshaun Watson returns for the fantasy football playoffs. Number 6, Breche Hall, New York Jets. The Jets selected the Iowa State product at the top of round 2, signifying his status as the team's locked-in RB1. His 3-down skill set suggests he never has to come off the field, and the sheer volume he will get will put him into the top 20 running back territory for fantasy. He totaled over 4,500 yards from scrimmage, 50 touchdowns, and over 80 receptions in the college ranks over the last 3 years. A workload of 240 touches, based on how many touches the cumulative Jets running back earned last year, would put Hall inside the top 15, considering every running back last year that hit that threshold finished inside that ranking. Michael Carter had his moments as a rookie, but the Jets know he's a number 2 running back. Anticipate Hall to shoulder 15 to 20 touches per game based on the workload Carter received last year when Tevin Coleman missed time. Jets running back coach described his running back rotation like playing Pokemon. You're just sending out your next Pokemon. True Pokemon players know you only swap out your S-tier guys until they've given it all they got and can't battle anymore. And keep in mind that Coleman and Carter finished top 6 in PFF rushing grade over the last 8 weeks of the fantasy football season. If 2 inferior RBs were able to be efficient in a worse offensive situation last year, then Hall should easily meet or exceed expectations. Before we get into my top 5 must-own running backs for the upcoming season, a word from our sponsor, Drafters. If you love drafting NFL best ball teams or looking to find out what all the hype around the new format best ball is, you have to check out drafters.com. No ads, drops, trades, or setting lineups. Your best performing players automatically count towards your score each week, and if that's not good enough, Drafters.com is hosting a $1 million prize pool contest called the Drafters Million, which is a $20 entry with $250K to first place. Drafts start as soon as they fill and are running all the time, so all you have to do is make an account and hop in. Drafters uses a super simple total points format, so the highest scoring team from weeks 1 through 17 wins the top prize. Use promo code FantasyPros when you make your first deposit on Drafters.com, and you'll get a free $20 ticket into the contest for a free shot at that $1 million prize pool. Again, that's Drafters.com, promo code FantasyPros. Now, let's get back to those must-own running backs. Number 5, Travis Etienne, Jacksonville Jaguars. Even with James Robinson making a major comeback from a late torn Achilles injury, Etienne figures to be heavily involved in the offense after a lost rookie year. During his final season as a Clemson Tiger, he led the country in receiving yards and ranked second in receptions among running backs. With an explosive pass-catching skill set and a pass-heavy offense, along with an underrated role in the red zone, most carries inside the 5-yard line among FBS running backs from 2018 and 2020, Etienne checks off all the requisite boxes of a fantasy running back poised to make noise. We got a taste of what his eventual role could look like during the team's first preseason action, which included 88% snap share, 50% opportunity share, and work on third downs and the red zones. Ergo, the essential elite fantasy running back usage. An RB2 with massive upside seems like Etienne's floor, considering Robinson finished 23rd at the position last year amid much poorer circumstances. And even if it's a committee approach, Etienne can still thrive in Doug Peterson's offense. Miles Sanders saw an awesome role as a receiver his rookie year, and that was just on a 53% snap share when he finished as the RB15. Number 4, Romandre Stevenson, New England Patriots. After escaping the Bill Belichick doghouse in Week 9, Stevenson earned top grades across the board. He's PFF's third highest graded running back. He also outtouched Harris in the team's remaining 7 games. His PFF grade was the highest among all rookies last year at the running back position, which puts him into an elite tier of rookie running backs before him like Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb, and Alvin Kamara. The Patriots running back also finished top 10 in yards per snap despite only scoring 5 touchdowns. The only other running backs to do so? Kareem Hunt and Christian McCaffrey. With praise coming from head coach Bill Belichick that Stevenson is getting better than he was last year, especially in the passing game, the second-year back needs to be a priority draft target. It's Ramondre's world, and you don't want to miss out. Number 3, Cam Akers, Los Angeles Rams. There's simply too much emphasis being placed on Akers' poor production at the end of 2021, his 2.4 yards per carry, despite 95% of his yards coming after contact against strong run defenses. Besides, touch volume is the key driver of fantasy success at running back. In 6 career playoff games, with everything at stake for the Rams, Akers has averaged nearly 21 touches per game. I expect Akers to be dialed back in as the top running back next season in Sean McVay's consistent 1 RB offense, where the team's lead back averages north of 20-plus touches per game. Henderson has proven he's nothing more than a replaceable running back. Akers also owns an easy path to double-digit touchdowns after Henderson and Sony Michel combined for the second most red zone touches among running backs last year, but with the lowest rushing touchdown rate of any team. They ranked top 8 in that category the 3 seasons prior. Positive touchdown regression is coming for Akers on one of the league's best offenses. Number 2, DAndre Swift, Detroit Lions. Swift was the RB9 in points per game in 10 games played before his injury last year. He led all running backs in receptions on nearly 19 touches per game, which ranked 9th in the NFL. With his sights set on 1,000 receiving and 1,000 rushing yards, Swift is slated to be this year's Austin Eckler, with the lion's share of high-value touches well within reach. Swift only earned 26 red zone touches last season, outside the top 30, so there's room for his touchdown potential to grow. Through the first 7 weeks of the year, Swift posted 22 red zone touches, a 53-touch pace over a 17-game season. It doesn't hurt his chances either that, like Eckler the year before, Swift will be 1 year fully removed from offensive coordinator Anthony Lynn before he finally gets to eat in the red zone. Number 1, Saquon Barkley, New York Giants. Draft Saquon Barkley. 2022 is the year to buy back in. He's fully healthy and showed flashes of a top 10 fantasy running back just last season. In 5 games last year when Barkley played a full snap share with Daniel Jones under center, the Giants running back averaged 16.2 PPR points per game, RB10. Before his freak injury versus the Cowboys, he averaged 23 points per game in 2 healthy starts. I see 0 serious threats for touches behind Barkley on the depth chart, and the Giants have all the reason to feature Barkley as much as possible for 2 reasons. Number 1, he's the best player on offense. Number 2, he's an impending free agent. With a high projected volume and upgraded offensive line unit, I won't be surprised to see Barkley turn out an RB1 overall season in 2022. That completes my list of my top 10 must-own running backs for the upcoming fantasy football season. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and share with all your non-league mate friends. And of course, before you go, if you want a chance to win the signed Javonte Williams Broncos jersey, courtesy of our friends at Pristine Auction, you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, comment on this video, and that's it. We'll be announcing a winner right here on the channel. So make sure to turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when new episodes are up and to claim your prize. And again, a big shout out to today's sponsor, Drafters, where you'll get a free $20 ticket into the big contest for a shot at the $1 million prize pool with promo code FantasyPros. Again, I'm Andrew Erickson, and good luck to you all this fantasy football draft season.
Thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our featured videos. And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at FantasyPros, so you can get the latest news and updates to give you the edge you need in your fantasy league.